Typically, under the statute of frauds, oral real estate contracts aren't enforceable. But can the equitable doctrine of estoppel be used to bypass the statute of frauds and make an oral real estate contract enforceable? The Massachusetts Appeals Court explored this question in Hurtubise v. McPherson. Robert Hurtubise owned a storage business. Hurtubise wanted to build a new storage shed that would extend onto the neighboring lot. This neighboring lot was owned by Scott McPherson. Hurtubise approached McPherson and offered a land trade. The two men orally agreed that Hurtubise would give McPherson a lot on the front of Hurtubise's property that was close to an existing road and McPherson's house. In exchange, McPherson would give Hurtubise the part of McPherson's property needed to build the shed. Hurtubise got a building permit and spent approximately 8 weeks and $40,000 building a shed. During the construction, McPherson visited the site but said nothing to Hurtubise. After the shed was complete, Hurtubise asked McPherson to formalize the land swap. McPherson protested that Hurtubise was taking too much property. McPherson offered to sell the land under the shed to Hurtubise for $250,000, which was well over market value. McPherson also threatened to tear down the shed and complained to town officials. The town revoked Hurtubise's permit and ordered him to vacate the shed. Hurtubise sued McPherson, seeking specific performance of the oral contract's terms. McPherson conceded that the parties had entered into an oral contract, but McPherson argued that under the statute of frauds, the oral real estate contract wasn't enforceable. McPherson also argued that the contract was too indefinite to be enforceable because the men hadn't agreed on the specific parameters of the two lots. The trial court ruled that McPherson was estopped from asserting a statute of frauds defense because Hurtubise had constructed the shed in reasonable reliance on the oral agreement and on McPherson's continuing silent assent to the agreement's terms. Further, the contract's terms were sufficient to allow the trial court to identify two equal-sized lots in the agreed areas that were just large enough to allow Hurtubise to keep his shed. Thus, the trial court found the oral contract was enforceable and ordered the parties to trade the two identified lots. McPherson appealed to the Massachusetts Appeals Court.